Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Wise Paper. I was hoping to do real-time voicing, but I'm doing a voiceover, so today I am showing you how you can use your Gelli prints leftovers, for example, like unsuccessful prints or maybe papers that you used to remove the paint from the brayer and so on. So I show you different types of techniques that you can use, that you can do, and how you can transform these wonderful papers into something, well, great and abstract and interesting, and we not throw away these beautiful leftover papers. So here it was a paper with the brayer paint, and I just added some spray on top, and because, well, spray is not waterproof, you can remove it with just like a paper towel, with water and so on, and the acrylic paint will not be removed because it's acrylic. Yeah, so you can reveal the paint and cover the white part of the paper this way. So I had some preparations in before the video because, well, it's not such an interesting part to cover the papers with spray, but all the rest I will show you and how we are doing it. So here I have the prints that are not on the tissue paper, prints that are on a copy paper, like more sturdy. First of all, I want to do a masterboard out of these papers, or you can say also Frankenstein paper, because it's not a normal masterboard as we are used to see it. Usually I make masterboard, well, in a very long time. It takes me a long time, but this type of masterboard, like Frankenstein, is really fast and simple. You don't waste your time gluing things too long. Of course you can, but it's like other option what you can do with these prints. But what I like about Frankenstein is that you can have a surprise effect because you don't see what you're doing. Here, as you can see, I'm cutting these papers, well, white side up. If I remove the borders, it's okay to look, but when I cut the paper, I don't look at what am I cutting. So this way I will have a variety of papers. I don't pay attention how I cut them. I don't pay attention to anything. It's a really great project to just, you know, spend some time and relax. So now I mixed all these papers, so they will not be similar type of paper together. They will be mixed, and I will just like a mosaic put them together, overlapping a little bit, not like in a small gap, overlapping quite well, and just creating a shape. It doesn't matter if it's a regular shape or not regular shape. You can also, well, not cut them like rectangles, but tore them in any shape you like. So it's up to you how you want to do it. It's just easier to work with rectangles. Now when you have some pieces overlapping, you can glue them together with masking tape. It's easier than gluing it with the glue because, well, it's just faster. This way, of course, it leads to some pieces being loose, but I will tell you how to fix it later. So for this step, I'm doing the gluing with the, well, small pieces of tape, because I don't care if they glue properly or not. It's just first stage of this Frankenstein paper. Alright. And I also forgot one more piece of paper, so I decided to cut it with my hands, with scissors. Okay, and the process repeats itself. You just put it all together in any way you like, and because you don't see what it is, it's more like abstract, it's surprise. You don't spend too much time thinking, and of course it's hard for perfectionists. I'm not a perfectionist, and I'm really up to some surprises, so it's great. And later on we will cut this piece, so you don't have to think that it's not a rectangle or anything, right shape, but you have to be sure that it will fit your paper cutter if you use one. If you don't, then, well, just use your scissors, and in this case the size of this paper doesn't matter at all. Alright. So you can see it's a very meditative process, and I could have skipped this part, but I decided to show you most of the process, how I do it. But here I am already finished, but you've seen a big part. So of course it's loose, but we don't care at this stage. So I'm cutting it again and again. I don't look at it at all. I'm just cutting. You can vary the directions, you can vary the size of the pieces you cut. It's all up to you. That's what I'm like about this. You can decide everything. Of course, you can do a usual masterboards where you see what you're doing. I decided that not today because it takes me too long. And because all the papers are abstract, it's fine that they will be mixed all together. And because pieces are loose, of course, some small pieces come off, but I don't care, just remove them. Now you repeat the process. So you again collect all these pieces, maybe mix them, maybe not if you don't want to, and make a Frankenstein again. So you put one piece, put some pieces overlapping, and then glue it together. So that's the same idea. Alright, so here I'm mixing it and starting to assemble. I haven't looked at it at all, so it's a surprise for me as well as for you. And I'm trying to be fast because, well, why spend so much time? It's already a lot of pieces. It will be abstract anyway, no matter what I do. And here I'm trying to be more in a rectangular shape, but it's not necessary. Okay. And then I will glue them on, but with big pieces of tape, because here I want more stability. It's not important, but I decided that I will not use such small pieces. What you can additionally do is run this piece with your sewing machine. I don't have a sewing machine, but it will glue the pieces very nice. Because here I have to glue the loose pieces on with my glue, but if you use sewing machine it will be glued on and it will additionally add some great texture. So now I'm finished. You can see how abstract it is, and because we have chosen the prints by the colors, or maybe it was one session of Gelli prints, so the colors go well together, it all looks cohesive. And the colors work together so well, like purple and green and yellow. It's such a nice combination, and yeah, I really like this masterboard. It's very abstract. Because of the technique, of course, we can, well, change some things, but I will show you later how we can improve this masterboard. So next technique that I want to show you, next usage of this leftover prints, is making a washi tape. We need, again, masking tape. All this project is all about masking tape, I would say. So you have to take whatever prints you like. I use tissue paper because it's more light. It resembles washi tape, and you just glue washi tape on top of the backing of your tissue paper. This way you will have to just cut it and add glue to the masking tape and glue the piece on your project. If you have some transparent parts in the print, it will be also quite transparent. Masking tape is not that doesn't have so much opacity to it, so it will make the background appear, but all my prints are mostly covered, so I will not see anything with this washi tape. But anyway, it's a very light texture, very light paper, and it's easier to work with than just the tissue paper, right? Because it's hard to apply glue on tissue paper. It's hard to, you have to use like mud gel or anything, maybe PVA glue. This way it's very easy. You just add masking tape, cut the piece. If you don't want to have loose edges like I do, you can just cut it with scissors. I want loose edge. It will integrate into background more, so I'm using water and just tear it with my hands. This way it will be seamless on the background. Well, almost seamless, of course, because we have the acrylic paint. It will not merge so simply. So that's a very, very simple and fast project. You can do multiple washi tapes at one go and then just put them somewhere in your stash and use as you need them, and it won't take you too long to do it. And you will have a variety of abstract washi tapes. You can use these pieces on, for example, edges of the paper, like edges of the pages, right? It will be very nice because they're abstract and you can add some things on top, some focal point. It will look very, very nice. You probably will do that at some point. I really want to. Now that I'm talking about, I want to just take my journal and do that. Alright. So you can see that I have few of them already, and these are the last pieces of the washi tape I'm doing. I will use this washi tape in a project, so out all of these techniques that I show you, I will do one project, one big project. It will be small, not big, but I'll show you how you can use them all in one. Because of the acrylic paper, it does tear a little bit harder than usually, but it's fine. It's still tissue paper, you can tear it easily. For now I'm kind of all about jelly prints, I don't know why, so most of the videos I will show you they will be about jelly prints because I did a lot of it and I want to show you how you can use all of these prints, so that's why it will be mostly the theme of my videos for like next month, perhaps, I don't know, maybe not, maybe I will do something simple and fast in between. So these are the ready pieces, I really like them. You can cut them smaller, you can use them as big as you want. I also like to maybe cut them vertically, it will be smaller, so up to you of course. And now we will decorate our masterboard with this washi tape in some overlapping parts. You can ink them, but be aware that the ink will be removed from the acrylic paint because acrylic paint is non-porous surface, so the ink will not stay on it. So I'm covering overlapping bits, bits that I don't like, maybe some white parts, and this way it adds to the masterboard, of course, some texture, some interesting patterns, and also removes this, well, a lot of intersections that do not show nicely and do not look nicely, and maybe some white parts that you don't want to see. Up to you. Maybe if you want to skip this step because there is a lot going on this masterboard already, it's up to you, of course. You can use this washi tape in a different way. I really like this print. It's not like unsuccessful print, but I really wanted to make a washi tape out of it. And I like the small additions. They are very, you know, they add to the project, let's say so. And here I have a lot of straight lines, like one big continued line, so I decided to cover it up with the washi tape and it will look much more interesting this way. Yeah, and the colors also go well together, it's very nice. Like this print too. I actually like all of my prints, I would say. Even unsuccessful prints, I can always use them for something abstract. It doesn't matter for me if they are bad or not. I always use them. That's why I have a lot of papers, because I just love them all and I collect them all, store them, and my stash is like, oh, what about if we do something, some project maybe, or something like that? And I'm like, I don't have time, I'm so sorry. Yeah. That's my life. I store a lot of things, a lot of papers, a lot of art, and don't do anything with it. Even if I want to, I just don't know. I also have to be aware that we are moving pretty soon, and I don't know how I'm going to move all of my artsy things because it's a lot. It's like a wardrobe of these crafty things, crafty materials, everything, and I'm like, what am I going to do about it? I need the whole car to move this. I don't want to move out of this house. Please save me. Yeah, if we would have a teleport, that would be so great. Now I want to show you how you can use a washi tape on a normal piece of paper, not so abstract, not so in your face, let's say so. It will really integrate nicely and it will be a very nice colorful blob, let's say so. Yeah, you see, I really like this piece now. It's like ephemera on its own, really great. I covered the brand name and now it looks awesome, I would say. Yeah, and integrates nicely. Okay, so we are ready with this one. Let's continue with the third method, how you can use your leftover prints. And we will make hole reinforcements. Hole reinforcements are the things that you put on a small hole to reinforce it. I'm sure you know. I know why I'm explaining. So I made a mark where I need to cut to, well, not to operate the whole piece of paper, but a smaller one, so it will be easier to navigate, easier to decide, maybe use the next side of this paper. And I'm using the paper punch. You can use well, different sizes, whatever sizes you like. Maybe if you have the cutting machine, you can use your die cuts and well, die cuts in the form of a hole reinforcer. That would be easier perhaps. Now I'm taking the small hole and next you can use your paper punch to cut this. Yeah, and I'm using the first big circle as a template where is the middle. So I took some other paper punches. This one is too big for a hole reinforcer, and the small one I can use as a small hole as well. Just up to you, whatever punches you want to use. This one is a little bit, well, it's great size wise, but it's a little bit not in the middle, well, almost, but I cut almost to the edge, as you can see, so it's hard to navigate, but it's fine. So whatever punches you have, you can use them. And in this way you can choose the part of the design of your paper that you like more, the colors that you like more. I'm using a copy paper, so it's not very sturdy. You can back it with something, maybe some cardstock or maybe another piece of copy paper, so it will be slightly more sturdy. And this way it will be a very, very sturdy hole reinforcer. But I usually use them as decoration. I'm not reinforcing anything. So now we have these well, small hole reinforcers, but they're very nice. They're very abstract and interesting, and yeah, very cohesive looking if you're using it on one project. Now I want to take some other papers with some other design, because this one is pretty much similar and no difference in these hole reinforcers, I would say. So I'm taking this one. It's a little bit more abstract, a little bit more of a color variety, so you can choose different things how you can use it. Okay, so I'm cutting off the white edge, and now you can make, and I'm showing you here that you cannot do this. You cannot punch a big circle and then small one. It's pretty hard to do so don't do that. Only use small and then big. It will be much easier. Okay. So here I'm just deciding what parts I like more, what colors I like more, and yeah, doing the same thing. This I don't really like. I wanted some more variety in colors, not just purple. Yeah, and this I'm using for a template only, if I would like to use this device, because I need to know where the center is. Well, not precisely, but good enough for me. Stuck a little bit, and I like this color variety here. There are a lot of like yellow, green, gray, and blue, and purple, everything. They're really, really abstract, and I like them. Yeah, good ones. And you can use these small bits left in maybe how it's called, sprinkle, shaker, in the shaker, not sprinkler, shaker thingy, like maybe make a card with the acetate, and in between these two pieces of acetate put this circle leftovers. You can use everything, but if you have space in your room and you don't have to move out. Now I'm cutting this masterboard, and not to make one more Frankenstein paper, but to cut a piece that I want for my project. Now we are starting to make a project at least. And yeah, I'm taking this two that I like, and I will decide. I'm taking a neutral paper because this foreground paper is a little bit colorful and abstract, and I don't need anything colorful in the background. Okay, I'm marking the height of my piece that I need to cut it, and now I will glue this piece on. I really like the look, how they integrate together. Maybe I could have left it as a card, but I decided to use hole reinforcers, so it will be better as a tag. But of course, you can use hole reinforcers for the card as well. I don't know why I was like, I need to make a tag to make a hole reinforcer. Who said that? I don't know. But tag also looks nice. So it's just, I don't like big tags. I'm aware now, because I like them to be well, narrow and long, but not wide and short. That's what I know already. Okay, now making a hole, trying to be in the middle. If you're a perfectionist, you can measure. I'm not. Now I'm deciding for a hole reinforcer. This one fits so perfectly. It has all the colors that my masterboard has, and it's all because we used the same papers, same prints that, well, it was the same session. That's what I want to say. Okay, now gluing the hole reinforcer on. For some reason I didn't add any, how to say, any fabric material to this hole reinforcer. Maybe twine or maybe sorry silk. I don't know why I didn't do that on the video, but it's okay. I'm sure you can come up with something beautiful for this part. Probably because the video already was so long and I was trying to make it short and make not a voiceover but real-time talking, but I was nervous that it was taking too long and no one will watch the long video. But actually at the end I decided that I will just do a voiceover again and it's fine. So now I want to add some lace to this piece because now it looks a little bit more, well, not masculine but not feminine enough, so I want to add some feminine touch to it, so I'm choosing lace. And because the shape is so different here, I want to make the same shape as the tuck shape for this piece, so I'm just cutting it off. Gladly I don't glue things very well. This edge I don't care because we will cover it. So adding some more glue to this part. Gluing the lace on. I will not show it to you. I hate gluing lace. It's a pain. Yeah. And now I will decide on focal point. As you can see, it's a really simple project. Nothing serious, but it's nice. You can use it, of course. I really like these pin-up stickers. I enjoy doing my collage journal, and in this collage journal I only use pin-up girls. So this pin-up girls is like a challenge for me, and maybe I will show it on a video too. It's like small collages. They're really relaxing, and I like to have a focal point that I know I will use, and it's really easier that way. So I decided to use this girl. I cut some white out of the sticker because it was too much. Here I decided that I will not use vellum because it will cover everything. Because it's a sticker, it's so much easier to apply. But the lace is very raised, very textured, so sticker doesn't look really good on the lace. I haven't thought about that back then, but it's fine. And of course it's glossy, but you can cover it with matte gel, for example, if you don't like glossiness. I don't care so much. So that's the finished piece. I hope you liked the video. I hope now you will not throw away your gel print leftovers, even some that you put your paint on of the brayer. So yeah, you can use everything. So bye bye, see you in my next video.